Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from the bank. Here's Steven Sims with the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Going deep right away. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Avonte Maddox comes up with it. And the Eagles take possession of the football. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
I'll try again with Barkley. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Sims now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. This is ahead for about 5. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 29. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Gets everything he has. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off Reed Blankenship. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
On first down, Hurts has a man, it's Brown. What a hit, he gets flattened to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts looking to throw. It's out, that's a live ball, bouncing near the goal line. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Henry goes up and over for the touchdown. The Ravens reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, Britton Covey. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They give to Barkley, left side. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the bank in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. They go to Barkley again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Lone man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So Shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's on the move. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
73.
First down throwing for Hurts. The throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 3. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Anticipated the quick... Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected.
Hey, Silver.
Each and every week, no matter where we go, how are we going to attack the coverage on third down? If we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Hurts throwing again. He's going deep this time. This is caught inside the 15. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Great.
Throwing it again here. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First and 10 from the 41. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Lamar now from the gun. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. From the 26 on second down. Andrews with the catch. Has room into the secondary. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens grow their lead to 8. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. This finds Smith. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running left, this is Barkley. He breaks the tackle, and he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Working quickly here. They'll run for it with Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Darius Slay with the stop. Turning to Henry on 3rd. He's got the 1st and still going past the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of the gun, Henry. Barrels in for the touchdown.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
2nd and 11. Throwing is Purdy. Off he goes. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, 49ers. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That is brought in to the goal line and in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Purdy has the offense ready as they will go for 2. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Great, set.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Here's 2nd and 6.
Great, set.
1 quarter in the books. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6.
No touch, set. No touch.
Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
King, Phil King. No touch, set.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Hey, easy, 63, bang. No touch, set.
On play action, Hurts. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy first down.
Great, set.
Man in motion is Brown.
No touch.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Here's Barkley. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. To throw is Hurts. He's got it at the 3. He'll take this down to the 2, but that is it. Good job by the defense to hold it to a gain of 3 and set up 4th down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Chance to get the lead before the break. Here we go. 4th down and goal. And this will pay off. It is caught. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Purdy. That's to his tight end, Kittle. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. Now Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. Now Purdy. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Hurts looking to throw on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. That is Leonard Floyd, the veteran who got to the quarterback. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. A second down throw for Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion.
Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts to the air on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically, where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Samuel, going to see what he can do. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10 for Purdy. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet. But then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
A run with Barkley. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Fourth down. Here's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. They get 18 yards on fourth down and a fresh set of downs. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. He'll try to run here with Barkley. Powering forward. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
And this one is no good. He missed the extra point in this tight game. Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this second half rolls along. Samuel, going to see what he can do. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second down is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Purdy on 1st down. This is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. On second down, Barkley. He's got it. That's a 1st down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line. A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Now Hurts on 4th down. That one caught by Smith. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
Hey, 73, 73.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. They'll drop to throw. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he's in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles.
And that's exactly...
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. Fielded at the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down, and they go right back to it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Offense up to the line fast. A play fake now hurts to throw. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down by Jalen Carter. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
No, we changed it.
From the 29. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. All right, set now. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Offense in the hurry up here. Lamar off the play fake. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that means 3rd down coming up. Lamar now from the gun. On the move, headed right. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. He's got Smith. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for Cole. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
63, 63, 63.
From the 39. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
On third down, it's Hurts. Taken in by Smith. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. This finds Likely. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Pistol snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes on.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Ravens who need to figure out this 3rd and 11. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his right. That's caught for the first. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. First down, here's Lamar. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Avonte Maddox comes up with it.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback.
next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They give to Barkley, left side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. This finds Smith. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by Fred Warner. Working quickly here. Running left. This is Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down, and he's brought down after a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On the play fake, it's Hurts. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Zach Bond with the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. From the gun is Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw by Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So it'll be 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And they get this down to the 28. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. That's complete to Kittle on the sideline. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers sent up inside the red zone.
Here we go.
McCaffrey gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get the game's first points here in the second. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, Britton Covey. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go, set.
Here's Saquon. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Go, set.
They send the tight end in motion.
Go.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Looking for Smith, but it's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
George Kittle, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles will have the football shy of the 20-yard line. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
On 1st down, Hurts. They get it right back. That's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Into the hands of Kittle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers looking for a bigger lead before the break. Third down, 1 yard to go. On third and short, McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Eagles work some magic on that return. They took the interception all the way back to the 30.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
He's got it near the 10. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Purdy on 1st down. Cap on Deebo Samuel. And he crosses midfield before going out. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down. Purdy looking to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Back to the air on 2nd, Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. You get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He throws a bullet down the right side. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Third and goal, Purdy. Ooh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. In the end zone and out.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Moody knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Covey now to return this. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Running back sent in motion. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So that brings up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hurts trying again on second down. This one finds Goddard. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jarvarius Ward brings him down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
On third down, it's Hurts. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fields this at the 19. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And they'll have a chance to run one play before time expires. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
A final throw before the break. He puts everything behind this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. They stick with McCaffrey, and he's brought down for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. This one goes for 3 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Purdy setting up that play action. Headed out right. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Let's go now. Ready?
Pressure comes. Purdy lays out left side and gets it. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for a win. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup and a 2nd down. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he gets in. Touchdown. The 49ers making a 9-point advantage. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On second down, here's Barkley. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. Getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Handoff headed right, Barkley. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Eagles gotta score in a hurry. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Now to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. George Kittle, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off. You know, this game could be pretty simple. Beat the man in front of you, carry the ball over the line, rushing football at its finest.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on it.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go. They go to Barkley again. And he's going to go down, but a solid run there that pushes them to the 14. 4 yards on the pickup. That's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked by their rookie out of Florida State. And the 49ers take over at the start of the red zone. He's tackled right at the 20.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now a give, it's McCaffrey headed right. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.